Arlene and I first met in 2006 on a Sunday night at her home in Berkeley. One of my assembly staff members told me about the work she had done with regard to toxic flame retardants in children's pajamas so many decades ago, and that she had told him a fascinating story about how they are now in so many consumer products, in particular upholstered furniture and even juvenile products. And we set out to try to change a nearly 40-year-old regulation through the legislative process to create a new and equally safe fire safety standard, which could then be met either with or without the chemicals. And the Chicago Tribune 4-part investigative series was really the game changer in the conversation, because they exposed the chemical industry and their faux grassroots, their AstroTurf front group called Citizens for Fire Safety. And if you went to their website at the time, you would see a rainbow of children and teachers and parents and fire marshals all holding hands for safety in our community. And it was nothing of the sort. It was in fact 100% funded by the 3 corporations that make this $5 billion toxic flame industry. And they bring these so-called expert witnesses to committee, these fellows with multiple initials after their name, to suggest they have greater credibility than I did. One of my colleagues who sat on the committee hearing the bill, I had prompted her with some questions before the committee hearing. Ask this guy, did he get any compensation for even being there that day? And he slowly and with some reluctance admitted that his plane fare had been covered by the chemical industry. And then, his hotel, the hotel. And in fact, they had paid him over $300,000 each year to come up with these lies and deceive elected members of the legislature so that they would vote against our efforts and with the chemical industry. Well, if it weren't for Arlene Blum, I would never have known about this issue, and certainly would not have had the opportunity to, as a legislator, engage and write legislation that could actually be beneficial. It was a couple years after that we first met and we did our first bill that the Institute was founded. It is extraordinary what she has done, and because of her not only scientific talents and her focus on providing people like me with the needed science to make my case successfully, she, of course, has the talent of bringing communities of people together to work with her. She's a great collaborator and an extraordinary leader.